History in a series that started in the Nixon administration. The Eagles and Jets have played 11 times. New York seeks their first win ever against Philly. Next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Hi again, everyone. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner. On first down, Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go.
So the completion there, but Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, you're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A big win there defensively on second and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up third.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Ward, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the scores. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Well, we love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Johnson jostles free, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Shows some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him. They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bernard McKinney there to make the stop. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Campbell making the catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Sanders, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man on the out route.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ashton Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Kaepernick now to throw. They still can't get it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got an open man, it's Fumagalli. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each center, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second and 7, Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Kaepernick now on first down. He'll get this to Ward. Touchdown, Eagles! Greg Ward with his 2nd touchdown. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Kaepernick.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kaepernick going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson into the second. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Screenplay, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They run. It's Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. The 40. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot.
Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Kaepernick. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quentin Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So it was the passing game.
first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Zach Wilson
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew they were time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
First down, Kaepernick out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Going for the deep ball.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown.
Play action. It's Kaepernick. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Santos has got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Last stop.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can ill afford to drop 2